welcome back to the channel, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little bit sick. My voice sounds a bit congested. I've got a runny nose, got some symptoms. Not feeling 100% today, but we finally got some time to use to get out on the water. Today's not the ideal perfect day to go fishing, but I'm really thinking that we're gonna get on some nice fish. It's somewhat cold, there's a good amount of wind, and there's some cloud cover, so really hoping that I run into some big females. I'll take anything, really. I haven't been out since that last video, but yeah, the weather's just been really bad and haven't been able to get out on the water. Obviously you want to be safe when you're coming out here. Let's see if we can put something together out on the Afterbay. As for a game plan, yes, just pretty much junk fishing. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, before I even launch or really go, we finally got the motor back, or the trim rod. I think that's what the part's actually called. Let's test out the motor. I'm gonna put it up to... Oh my gosh, look at that, 100, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see. There it is. Jeez, man. That's beautiful, that's great to see. Oh, anybody who's been on the channel knows how great this little, I think it's a 6-inch mag draft is in the springtime here. Really anywhere, but last year I slayed some fish out here on this mag draft. You guys don't know how bad I've wanted to go out fishing, but you know, the weather has just not been safe enough, at least. You know, like today I still wouldn't consider it ideal, but this is one of the better days that I get, at least out of the days I get. I'm pretty busy throughout the week. Watch this. Let's see if there's a fish right here. It's deep enough. I don't ever come in here, this area, but you know, this is pretty much pre-spawn now, so really gotta check, not everything, but I would like to check the areas that look good. This area looks fairly good for a fish to come up and poke around. Oh, I just got hit right there. That sucks. Bro. What is that? Oh my gosh, I just got hit right here. How did he not get hooked? There's grass in here too? That was actually a fish, guys. That wasn't my imagination. Jeez. Oh, that's good. It's a great sign. It's about 3 feet. It's gonna be a great day. I'm telling you guys, in the springtime, go when the weather's horrible. All right, maybe not horrible, but go when the average fisherman wouldn't go out, right? So I would say the average fisherman probably wouldn't go out here. More of the extreme guys, the more serious guys, even some of the serious guys don't like fishing in this type of condition. This is when you get the big ones in the springtime for sure. Water level isn't as high as I would like it or what I was assuming, just because Lake Oroville's fairly full, right? And when Lake Oroville's fairly full, they're releasing out a lot of water. Some of that water comes in over here, but I'm assuming majority of it is just going into the river because it's not that high here. Surface water temps 53. So it's a little cooler than the last time I went out here. Shouldn't be a problem though. The nights are definitely starting to warm up, so that's gonna really put these fish in a pre-spawn transition. I can't believe I got bait right there and I didn't even catch that fish or hook him. Oh, also forgot to mention, I did add in a switch box down there, so I added some nav lights and excuse me, added some nav lights and some 2 little small lights in my hole, in the hull of my boat, just to help out with rigging if I'm ever out and about in the dark or it's too early. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's try the chatterbait. This is a bait that I want to gain more confidence in. I know this thing catches big fish. Not only that, I know that this thing just flat out catches fish as well. That was weird. Here's something to learn right here, boys. You guys see how there's an isolated patch? This is a high percentage patch, right? Doesn't mean you're guaranteed a bite, but if we're talking anything different, right? Everything's all on the bank and then there's this smaller one in the same vicinity or same area, but it's a little bit further. This is what I would call a high percentage area. Something like that. Something that just sticks out. And again, like I said, it's not guaranteed a fish, but just something to think about. Did I just hook this? I think I snagged this fish on accident. What the heck? How did I get his stomach? I don't know how I... Alright, well, kind of nice one right here, and somehow I got him in the stomach? What the hell? I felt him bite it, but that's very weird. Sorry, buddy. Oh, it's a nice one right there.
nice, yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice little female, full of eggs. Finally on the board. She's blind in that eye. All right. I was just dragging that jig along this transition line, and I felt them bite it, set the hook, and it just, she wasn't hooked. And then I felt her pulling on it. So I don't know, maybe she spit it out, set the hook, and then I came back after it or something, and then somehow I just hooked her stomach. I don't know, but can't even call that an actual catch though. There's definitely more fish here. It's just, I don't know if they're willing to bite or something. Fill some rocks. Oh, that's a, yep. I felt that fish for sure. Alright, that guy's got it. He's got it in the mouth. Small one. Nice. Right there. Thank you. Little butter ball. Alright, cool. Little buck bass right there. Oh no! No! There's a bite right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. My rod. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys saw that. That rod tip bounced like crazy. Seems like every time I'm out here, the weather is just horrible though. Thinking back on my past trips. Oh. Oh, cool. Hopped it off a rock and then she hit it. Oh. All right, don't land the fish like that, but look at that. If that's not a male bass, I don't know what is. Long, skinny. Dude, he was not coming off. Okay, got it. Nice, he had it choked, boys. It's a buck bass right there, so skinny. It's another one. Nice. It's on this little, I don't even know what you would call this. Watermelon brown football jig. So I guess they don't want anything moving, like no reaction baits, they just want a jig or something. Not able to get them on anything other than this jig, which I don't mind. Jig fishing is pretty fun. Like, I would say this is good spinnerbait weather. Very windy, a lot of cloud cover, you know, just calls for a moving or a reaction bait or bite. But for some reason, guys, it's not working. Made a nice little run back over here. Just gonna hit some little hard bottom area right here real quick before I zoom on out across the lake. I have an idea of a spot where there might be some fish held up. Jeez. It's a nice one right there. She just picked it off the bottom. Nice, alright. See, I knew this spot would have some fish. Alright, so hard bottom basically. That's what I'm getting at. Fish are on hard bottom areas. And we are finally off the water, guys. Super tough day, just dealing with the wind, which I knew it was going to be windy, but I was not looking forward to fishing offshore. I wasn't planning on fishing offshore. I was really thinking that these fish were going to be up in the tules, but of course we were not able to find a single fish or a single bite in the tules. All of my bites came off of that first offshore spot that I was at. A lot of hard bottom in that area, so I figured I'd throw some baits. Only thing I was able to get bit on was that football jig, and also how I was fishing it was fairly aggressive just because that wind was just blowing so hard at me and I was having trouble positioning my kayak. Luckily, was still able to get some fish. I caught 4 fish, well, 3 fish, not including the fish I snagged. I did feel her bite, but when I set the hook, it was just nothing was there, and then all of a sudden I felt tension. Maybe she got wrapped up in the line and then the jig, you know, snagged her on the stomach. Again, I wasn't trying to do that. She'll be fine, of course. But yeah, tough day out, guys. I was really hoping I was gonna get a banger of a video out there just because in the past I've done so well in these conditions during the pre-spawn or spawn, whatever you want to call it. You know, cold, somewhat cold, very windy and cloudy conditions. That's usually a recipe for a pretty decent day out on the Afterbay and nice fish. Unfortunately, we were not able to do that. However, we were able to catch a few fish. I tried a lot of different things today. I threw the A-rig, I threw the glide bait, I threw spinnerbait, chatterbait, a wacky Senko, and then yeah, of course, that jig was the only thing we were able to get bit on. I know it sounds like I might be complaining, but I am very grateful for those 4 fish that I was able to land. I know I've been concentrating and focusing more on fishing the Afterbay, and that's only because I'm trying to find and catch a bigger fish. I recently just broke my PB, getting to that 6-pound mark, but there's bigger ones out there. That's why I keep pushing and going out there and just hammering those fish. I'm really trying to find a bigger fish, and it's a lot harder to do that out on Lake Oroville. There's just so many spots and they're just all in that 1 to 2 pound range.
With all these videos that I've been uploading, I think it's time to head back to Lake Oroville, regain our confidence, maybe learn a thing or two. I like to switch it up as well because I'm only going to learn more and just better my skills if I'm placing myself in, I guess, tougher situations. If I'm always just comfortable fishing the afterbay and stuff like that, I'm not going to improve as an angler. We're probably gonna head out to Lake Oroville and see if we can get on a number of fish in the next video. I don't know when that will be, but hopefully sometime soon. The weather has been changing quite frequently and has been just super bipolar. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Thanks for all the new subscribers joining into the channel. And everybody who's been following along the journey, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. But yeah, until next time, guys, peace.